Welcome to Crow Inclined, here today with a daily energetic check-in. I have the messages from your Animal Spirit Guide Oracle cards today, and we're going to use those for our pick a card. Now, the overall energy today is playfulness. Okay, it's just a fun energy. I don't know how to explain it. These cards came flying out. There's a unicorn card in this deck. I love it. So anyway, pile number 1. This is your card of focus. The unicorn. Oh my gosh, I love it. And we're going to use the Wandering Star Tarot. Pile number 2, you have octopus. These are beautiful cards. And we're going to use Pulp Tarot. Pile number 3. This is your card of focus. The ladybug. And we're going to use the Witch of the Forest Tarot Magic. All right, this is going to be fun today, so feel free to pause and ponder, choose your card, and I will see you in your pile. Welcome, pile number 1, and your card of focus is the unicorn, right? Now, the unicorn signifies innocence and purity, but also personal power. And it's also like the animal of Scotland. You know, like how the US is the eagle. Scotland, it's the unicorn. And it's just such a cool story if you want to Google that and read about Scotland. And I mean, it's actually on their flag, right? Their banner. So anyway, this actually says, indulge your creative, imaginative, and magical side through some form of artistic expression. Okay? This is such a fun energy. And you guys, I'm going to have to let you know right out of the gate that my cat lately has been sort of bombing. Hang on. Let me throw her toy. Oh my gosh, she's relentless right now. She's decided she's a dog and she likes to fetch. So she's going to be bugging us, and I apologize for that. So this energy I love, okay? So whatever artistic vehicle that you express yourself the most with, your creative self, it could be drawing, painting, poetry, music, acting, any other form of, creative exploration, right? Make it a priority in your life right now. Like, devote some time and energy to it. Maybe a little bit of money towards this artistic pursuit. All right. And if you're unsure of what that is, like, dig in and see what sparks the interest of that magical inner child of yours. Okay. Because this is your imaginative expression. And this card also recommends not getting stuck in the perfectionism of a final piece. Okay, it's not about the finality of it, it's about the journey of it. It's about the process. That's where the magic is. Okay? And let that be the satisfaction and delight that you get out of it. Okay? So this could be something that you just keep as a hobby. So if you decide to go ahead and allow it to be monetized, or you want it to go in that direction, please, please, please make sure that money isn't the reason you're doing it. Okay? That it's not your primary goal, because it can actually stifle that creative pulse. Okay? It can compromise the integrity of your artistic gift. And if you're ever uncertain about whether or not you're following the passion, just think about, once again, that magical child inside of you. Okay, the one that plays without social restrictions, who's unhindered by those artificial boundaries of societal norms, that kind of thing. All right. What a beautiful, beautiful message. I love it, love it, love it for you. All right. So we have um, the Wandering Star Tarot. Let's get into this. It's just magical. This deck is magical too. Everything feels magical today. I don't know if you guys have felt it, but there's been a huge energy shift. And I say there has been, there is, like it is shifting so much right now. And I feel like the doorways to possibilities are opening, the doorways to, well, there's a lot of doorways and portals opening right now. Let's just put it that way. So anyway, I'm so honored to be able to bring you this message today. It's just fun and juicy and yummy. And thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you so much. I hope you're all well. And I hope that you're ready to have a super fun day and get into this playful energy and do it just because. Okay, just because, and just feed your soul, feed that inner child. Wow. Whew. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands right out of the gate. So you are feeling really burnout. You know, the demands on you are heavy. You're overloaded. You know, you're carrying a lot of burdens, right? 10 is an ending. 10 of Wands is an ending, right? You're going to be able to lay these burdens down. But yeah, explore some creates. Take the time to play with whatever your creative passion is right now. It's going to give you some relief from this energy, okay? You're about to be able to lay those down. In your energy, look at this. We have the Page of Wands. Page of Wands is a messenger. There's good news coming in. This is a card of communication. It's also a card of the spark of an idea, right? So maybe getting in this playful energy today and kind of allowing that creative imagination to run amok, it's going to bring you to something new. All right. And this new thing is also directly related to laying this burden down. These burden down. It's not just one burden. It's a lot of burdens. And oftentimes we're carrying other people's burdens as well. Okay. Keep in mind, hangman. So yeah, it's quite possible that you've been in a hangman for a while. Okay. This is just understanding why we've reached this point. Right? It's not a bad place to be. It's kind of a cosmic timeout, right? You're hanging around. This person is not struggling here. Hanging around, getting a different perspective on things and figuring out a new approach, because you can't keep going this way. This 10 of Wands, this being overburdened and overtired, you're going to make yourself sick, right? So you've had to kind of stop and reassess and figure things out and then move forward. Right? Maybe finding an old piece of the self, maybe realizing, that there are, 101 different ways to reach your goal. So pick a different route, right? Get creative. Get creative. It's going to be fun. You're going to have some fun. You need some fun. With this 10 of Wands coming out, you need some fun. All right? Oh. Okay. So coming out under the 10 of Wands is the Mother Star, and I love this card. Now, if you've had a question when you came into this reading, it's a big yes right here. Okay. The Mother Star is obviously an extra card in this Wandering Star Tarot deck, and I love it because she has been through every experience imaginable, good, bad, indifferent, right? And when she reaches this end of this journey, right? She's collected the cups, the wands, the swords, the pentacles, but also this amazing winged cat with the third eye. So this is the magic of being able to look back at your past and understand how everything fits into the fabric of your life. Understanding why things didn't work out, understanding why other things did. They all make sense when you look back now. And this is going to help you as you step forward into your future. Okay? And your creative process is part of this, right? Whatever that is for you. Remember, it was drawing, painting, music, cooking, writing. Whoa, hello. Those literally flew. All right. Yeah, we're going to take them both for your energy. Another page. Yeah, you need to like freshen the energy a little bit. Okay. The Page of Swords is all about curiosity and ambition. Very intelligent, often brings in clarity, uses the sword to sort of cut through some confusion, right? Looking at things differently, gaining a better vantage point, seeing what's actually around you. Because sometimes when we get in this 10 of Wands energy, it's like head down and just trying to take one step at a time. In your energy with this page of Swords coming out, this is you lifting your head, getting to higher ground, looking at things through the filter of truth, seeing what's actually around you, and maybe even understanding that what you thought was around you isn't there, right? So there's an epiphany that comes in. Okay. Now, with it coming up with that Page of Wands that says good news and communication, it seems like it's not going to be a bad thing, right? Now, it came out with the Queen of Wands, which is such beautiful energy. If you know my readings, you know how much I love the Queen of Wands, this trailblazing energy, she's independent and fiery and creative and, not afraid to be a leader. And it can be so fun, right? And a lot of approaches are outside of the box thinking. Sometimes we get kind of bogged down in society with tradition and how things are supposed to be done. Well, this is in your energy, and the Queen of Wands does it how she wants to do it, and is successful, and doesn't need the approval of anyone. Okay, this is why I love this coming up for you. Oh wow, that is just such. You are carrying such fiery energy. Yes, get creative. Get creative. That Queen of Wands is all about creativity. All about creativity. Wow. Yeah, it seems like there's something here that you're wanting to kind of step into. If you're already here with this overburdened energy, what's it going to hurt, right? To do something fun for yourself, because this is still going to be here until you're able to put it down. Go have fun. That is your mission for today. Go have fun. All right, we have the World card. I'm going to cover her up. We have the World card. Okay, so this is about completion. It's about completing a cycle. This is a karmic cycle for you. All right, we're gonna be done. But it's also about taking the time to. Sorry, there's like a little fruit fly flying around. But it's also about taking the time to enjoy the rewards and the success of this completion. Okay. Yeah, you're going to be able to lay this burden down, but it's all happening through whatever creative outlet you have. Okay, it's going to be like a pressure release valve for you. Yeah, you needed to see with the Mother Star here. You needed to be able to look at the past and understand why things worked and things didn't work, and understand their place in the fabric of your story. Yeah, and now you can move on, right? The 6 is about moving on. The 6 of Swords, right? Moving into calmer waters, looking forward to exploring what's on the other side, leaving things behind that you need to leave behind. The Mother Star understands this. All of those wands that 10 is carrying, right? All wisdoms, but you're going to be able to leave the bad feelings, leave the burden of it behind is what I'm trying to say. In your energy is the Queen of Pentacles. Now she's very grounded, charming, loving, wise, all of those, very loyal. The Pentacles are very loyal energy. But this is in your energy. This is where you're going. It really feels like this creation, this creative aspect of however you're expressing yourself. You definitely could monetize it. and build a really strong foundation. But remembering, as the unicorn says, if you apply, if it becomes the sole purpose of doing it to make money, then you've lost the point. Okay, the point is to continue to do something that sparks your heart, that fuels your passion, that makes that magical inner child dance and sing and just be, you know, uninhibited by you know, rules. Blah. So, and if you can keep it there and it monetizes, that's great, right? Because it's showing up in your energy that you will have success monetarily with it. But the unicorn is a cautionary tale, I think is what that's trying to say. It's a cautionary tale. A cautionary tale. All right, now, sorry guys, my nose is running a little bit. It's chilly. The Nine of Cups is coming out under the world, the completion. So yeah, this is your emotional wish fulfillment. So whatever this is, as you're completing this cycle, right, it's going to bring you joy. This is your chance to sort of sit down and enjoy the rewards and the success of reaching the 9, right? Because with the 8 of Cups, you walked away from a bunch of stuff, right? But it brought you back to what really matters. And that's what the 9 of Cups is about. It's about celebrating, taking a little break, celebrating with the things that are super meaningful to you and bring you joy. Okay? And with this reading, it appears that it's a creative project that you've brought with you. Okay? And it is helping you create this cycle. Here, let's go ahead and do that. All right, let's see what else wants to come out. This is such a beautiful reading. I love the energy today. It's so fun and so playful. Yeah, oh. Uh-huh. Now, we love the Emperor because, you know, he's mastered all 4 realms of the kings, but it really is about law and order, right? Let that go. Let it go. What is that line? I just watched the Knights of Badassdom. Again, I love that movie so much. And he's like, what does he say? Verily I say unto thee, let it go, dude. Yeah, step away from law and order. I'm just saying that because it is definitely can be restricting. You know, if you continue to look at the rules, step away from the rules. Step away from the rules because you have the power, you have the skills, you have the tools to make this happen for yourself. Now, the Magician is also a card of action. So, once again, your assignment today is to create something. Because you can. And have fun with it. Put some music on. Dance around. Call your besties. Make it a creative party, you know. Read poetry together, write together, paint together. Maybe everybody does something different. Maybe. Yeah, it's going to bring you back into alignment with yourself. Okay. Love, harmony, union. And yes, sometimes this can represent a romantic partner. But I feel like with this taking a day just to be fun, spontaneous, and creative and childlike, you know, feeding that magical child within, I feel like this is what you need right now to bring yourself back into alignment with you, right? Because the Lovers also is about viewing your life through that lens of your authentic self, of who you are at the core. So it's, yeah, let's realign, even if it's just for today, okay? It's going to spark something in you. You have that Page of Wands in your energy. It's going to spark something. What did I just say? Verily I say unto thee, let it go, dude. I'm going to have to watch that movie again. I love it. So yeah, the Devil card is all about your attachments. And I feel like it's sort of juxtaposed to the Emperor here. Okay. Let go of the restrictions. Let go of the rules and the law and order when you're creating your fun, expressive art. Do it your way because you are unique. Your way is unique. So let go of how it's supposed to be done. Like that just isn't even in your energy. It might keep pulling you back in though. I think it's why it's showing up. I'm not surprised. We've been getting the tower like every stinking reading for the last couple weeks, I feel. So yeah, so it's just, this is okay. This is okay. This is sort of a realignment, a cosmic realignment. Okay, because through this playfulness and this passionate, creative path that you're going to awaken by going and playing today and doing something that you love, that makes you dance around like a little kid and be all giddy and get the giggles, right? It's gonna remind you of something. And once that happens, once you reach that state of joy with whatever this artistic expression is that you have, there's no going back. You're not going to be able to go back to your normal world. It's going to be a big part of your world, which means you have to rebuild. It means that the foundation underneath this tower is no longer strong enough to hold the tower. It's coming down. Okay? Don't be afraid. It just means you get to rebuild and you get to move forward in a way that is in alignment with you and your fun, magical inner child. Okay? Yep. It's already woven into the fabric of your life. So get to it. This is meant for you. This is a card of karma and destiny. This is for you. All right, go play. Go have fun. I want you to just be so expressive and childlike and giggly today. All right. Pile number 1, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you soon. Welcome, pile number 2, and our card of focus is Octopus. Okay? Octopus says, practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance and mannerisms. I love this card. What a playful energy to have today, right? All 3 cards that came out today are super playful, and I am loving everything about them. So this is about becoming adept at shape-shifting, okay? It's going to be necessary to be flexible and willing to practice different identities by altering how you dress, how you do your hair, your demeanor, your mannerisms, right? Focus on your body language and your voice qualities. Experiment by making little changes first in any of those aspects and just watch what happens. Likewise, when you get good at this, you can actually modify your aura, right? And our aura is that energy field around us. Okay? You can become adept at intentionally contracting and expanding it. And I think that this happens anyway when we're shape-shifting, when we're bouncing through our different personas that we have in life, right? The aura expands and contracts, but this is asking you to be aware of it because you can actually like physically manipulate it on your own. All right. You know, it's possible when doing that people aren't going to recognize you, like even your friends. It's possible to make yourself completely invisible in this situation, right? When I was in art school many years ago, there was one of my classmates, and he always dressed in black and usually had on a cape. And he would run in slow motion. It was the coolest thing to watch. Down the hall, like towards me. I would just stop and watch him because I was so fascinated. And then literally like paced himself up against the wall. And in my observation, I swear people did not see him. It was the craziest thing. I always saw him. I was always aware of when he was around and when he was doing his fun little, social experiments, let's say, because it was so out of the realm of my thinking and my upbringing, that I learned a lot from him. Right? So it's quite possible with the shape-shifting energy to become invisible to others. All right. So we all have a lot of different personalities that we operate through. Every one of us. Okay. It's just a matter of being conscious of them and modifying them through the art of the shape-shifting abilities. Actors do this. Okay. They study people, they study their mannerisms, their clothing styles, they learn how to walk like them, how to carry themselves like them. Okay, and by being able to do this in your normal everyday life, it's going to help you deal with situations more effectively that come up, various situations that you encounter. So let yourself be an actor, right? We're already working with so many different personality types. Why not be like an actor, right? Have fun with it. As long as you remember who you are at your core, it's really fun to kind of play around with these energies, right? So this is kind of your assignment today. You're supposed to go have fun. Practice expanding and contracting your aura. Dress differently. Go out in disguise, right? I love this energy. All right, I have the Pulp Tarot today, and we're going to use this to dig into this message, which is so fun. Oh my gosh. So fun. So anyway, thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I'm so honored to be able to bring you these messages, and I'm honored to be with you on your journey. All right, hopefully these hit right. Remember, this is a general reading, so if it's not for you, it's not for you. Maybe tomorrow. I hope it's for everybody today, because I just think we need to play today. Like, it's the energy today. There's sort of a buzz in the air. I don't know if you can feel it. All right, so let's dig into this. I had a friend years ago who was a private investigator, and at the time I was working in a bar, and she would come in. Like, I knew who she was when she would come in, but she was always in disguise. You know, it was the funnest thing ever. And yeah, so it's sort of that whole thing. Like, just practice different anyway, I went through all that. Let's get into your reading here. Oh my goodness sakes. We have the party card right away. The Four of Wands is a card of freedom, right? Unity. It's a milestone marker. It's a marker of understanding, of completion, right? It could be marriage. It could be graduation. It could be like those kinds of things. Crossing the finish line, right? Attaining a goal. So definitely a card of celebration, for sure. And it feels like it's definitely connected with sort of this playing around with shape-shifting. Okay, let's keep going. All right, in your energy, yeah, King of Cups. Very loving, compassionate. There's a lot of joy and happiness in this as well. So this is showing up in your energy. Keep in mind, we have the Justice card coming out. Okay, well, this is the balancing of the scales of justice. And it appears to me with this fun energy today that you're on the right side of that blade. Okay, sometimes we can be on the wrong side of that blade, because it's all about accountability. It's about and consequences of our actions, right? But this is you on the right side of this. So there's some sort of balancing of the scales happening here. While you're in this playful energy of you know, maybe you're going to grab your besties and go out today, and you're all going to pretend to be someone else, or get into character, or that kind of thing. I think that would be really fun. I think that would be really fun. But there's a balancing of the scales somewhere in this. Reaching this milestone has something to do with that, right? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. So there's money coming in, or material abundance, whatever that means to you. This is a gift. This is a gift from the divine. Maybe it's already here. Maybe you're not seeing it. That's why you need to like get out of your own head, become someone else for a little bit, play around with different personas and mannerisms and whatnot, right? Something's going to present itself. Something good is coming out of this celebration, this sense of freedom. Wow, I really like this energy for you. I really, really, really like this energy. Wow, okay. Okay. King of Pentacles. You got 2 kings in your energy. You guys, these are cards of mastery. The King of Cups has mastered emotions and comes from a place of love and compassion and understanding and happiness and joy and has enough to share, right? Look, at his cup's empty. He didn't need to go refill it, right? Because it's within. And now we have the King of Pentacles showing up, which is mastery over money and finances. Okay, so whatever this money coming in, or this financial abundance or material world abundance, whatever that is, what coming in, like you're ready for it because you've mastered what you need to do with it. Okay, this is part of this justice. It's part of this justice. Okay, practice shape-shifting by altering your physical appearance. Yeah, so once again, remember, it said that by doing this, it's going to help you handle various situations that cross your path. This feels like a situation that's incoming. It looks like a good situation. It feels like a good situation. Okay? Yeah, there's a message coming. The Page of Cups brings in a message, usually of good luck, good fortune. You know, it's a message directly from spirit. The fish in the cup represents spirit. Okay? It can be love, fun, magic, fun, right? We go back to the octopus. But there's a message coming, all right? Something's coming. Wow, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay, under that Ace of Pentacles, we have the Hermit coming out. Okay. The Hermit goes within to find the answers. I think this could also represent, if we're playing around with a shapeshifter, of like parking your everyday persona, you know, to try on different hats, to walk differently, to sound differently, to all these things, right? I think it's also a reminder, as Octopus says, that while you're doing this and playing with shape-shifting and having fun with that, remember who you are at your core. And you know who you are with the Hermit coming up. You've already been into the depths of you. You already understand, right? Oh my gosh, this is fun. This is really fun. I love it. I love it. Okay, in your energy, here we go. The Seven of Wands. This is standing your ground. This is persistence. Okay. Maybe you feel like you've got your hackles up a little bit, or that you have to stand your ground against something, for something, right? This could be this, you know, this Ace of Pentacles coming in. It could be what you're having to it could be what the shape-shifting is going to help you get through, right? By being a little more adaptive in a situation. I mean, it's okay to be persistent for sure. Okay, but the shape-shifting is going to help you understand other ways to sort of adapt to that situation. All right. Hey, hello. If you're going to come visit, you got to sit in my lap, bud. Ugh. I got a kitty in my lap now. I apologize. Okay, let's get another one for this Page of Cups. Yeah, look at that. Temperance. Sorry. I don't know if you can hear him. He's like purring like a madman. Yeah, temperance. Divine timing. You're meant, whatever this is coming in with that Justice card, you're meant to have it, right? Divine timing. So this also is a card of moderation, right? So don't get yourself, this person has 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth, right? So it's being grounded, understanding the emotions of a situation, but not getting lost in them. Oh, buddy, you're getting too big for this. Okay, this is a beautiful reading. This is a beautiful reading. Okay. Yeah, so the Four of Cups is a card of awareness, right? It's sort of like not having the energy or being tired of getting all these cups over here, right? But there's something coming in for you. And it feels like when you get into this sort of shape-shifting energy and you just go out and have fun and pretend to be someone else, or play dress up with your friends, or whatever this is, mess around with your auric energy, I think you're gonna see it. Okay, there's gonna be an awareness that comes through this process of just going out and playing. I want to go out and play. I want to get some friends over. I've got mini bins of dress up stuff, which is really fun. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You definitely have the strength, right? And this is about control over those lower vibrational emotions. This is your inner wellspring of emotional strength and wellness. Wellspring. Okay. Yeah. You've got this. You've got this. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. Yeah, get out there and make it happen, Captain. This is a card of action. You have the tools. You have the skills. You have everything that you need to make it happen. All right? Something good's going to come in. But for today, your little igniter to this energy moving is to go out and have some fun, try on some different hats, play with some different personas, change your mannerisms, change your walk, maybe see if you can be around your friends without them recognizing you. That might be kind of fun. And then make it a game. Oh my gosh, today is all about playing. All right. All right, pile number 2, that is your message. Thank you so much for being here. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I'll see you next time. Welcome, pile number 3, and your card of focus is Ladybug. What a beautiful card, right? And it says, this is a time of good fortune and abundance, so be willing to receive all good things in your life. Okay? Ladybug. Ladybugs are always good luck, right? When they land on us in the summertime, we make a wish, right? So this is a really extraordinarily powerful time for you right now. Things are going really smoothly for you with little effort. Your thoughts are manifesting really quickly. All right, so just be really observant and careful about what you're thinking on. If you're thinking about things in your life that are missing, remind yourself of all the good things, that you're protected, you're surrounded by love. Even the gift of life itself, we all should be grateful for that. And when we are, it is the key to continually receiving good fortune and joy and abundance. Okay. So Ladybug says, be willing not only to ask for what it is that you want during this time, but to graciously receive it, because it's going to come in a lot of different ways. Maybe some will be unexpected, some will be a surprise, some you'll be like, oh, okay, I get this, right? So just be gracious and accepting to receive in whatever manner it comes to you, okay? So whatever you want right now, imagine having it, like living as if, and express thankfulness for it as if it's already there, because that energy is going to bring it to you quicker. It's part of that quickly manifesting phase that you're in. All right. So live as if. And if you happen to, excuse me, if you happen to fall back into, thinking about what's missing instead of all the good things in your life, that's probably just a conditioned or a habitual pattern. Okay. But it can interrupt and interfere with your acceptance. If that happens, just return to thoughts of gratitude and thankfulness. All right. And live as if. And that will be a bit of a course correction. So this is a really, really good time for you to be open to receiving. All right. I have the Witch of the Forest Tarot. Sorry, I also have a crazy cat. All right, bye. It's so much easier to do this without him in my lap. All right, so I have the Witch of the Forest, and we're going to dig into this because you've got some things coming. You have some blessings coming, and you may be surprised at how they come to you, okay? But they are manifestations of things that you've asked for. So be open to receive. And we're going to get into this reading. I want to thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you. I'm honored to be able to bring you these messages, and I am thankful and grateful to be with you on your journey, right? We all have these unique journeys, these unique paths that we're on. It's quite amazing. No two paths are alike. Okay. Please take the message as it resonates. This is a general reading for the collective, all right? So it might not be for you, but you'll know. Practice your discernment. Practice your discernment. All right. Here we go right out of the gate. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you've mastered something, right? And it could be this manifesting since it's happening so quickly for you right now. So have gratitude for that. But the Eight also talks about going back to the basics. It talks about figuring out how you can apply this method to other things in your life. Okay. This is about your foundation. This is you in the material world. It's about being grounded. It's about understanding in your work. Okay. It's about applying it to other areas of your life. Wow, in your energy, the Wheel of Fortune, karma, and destiny. So the stuff that's coming to you right now that you need to be consciously aware of being open to receive, right? Like I said, it's going to come in a lot of different ways. Yeah. It's already woven into the fabric of your life. It's already, a leg in the journey of your life. It's already a chapter written in your book. I can say it so many different ways. These are blessings that are meant for you. Wow. Be willing to receive all good things in your life. This is it's gonna end a whole bunch of pain for you, okay? Maybe these are manifestations from a long time ago. Now remember, we don't want to get stuck over here with the 10. Now this is a breakthrough as well, right? This is not a break. This is an ending. So this pain is going to end when these blessings come in. I think Ladybug is really asking that you don't get caught up in the narrative around all of these painful swords. Okay? Remember, if you get in that energy of thinking about what's missing and all the things that didn't work out right, go back to gratitude. Okay, go back to gratitude. Go back to the basics, right? The Eight of Pentacles talks about going back to the basics and get back into that place of being thankful for all of the good things. Because I think that, excuse me, I think that we forget. We can get so wrapped up in the things that don't work out for us and the hurt and the pain around those, that we do sometimes let that overshadow all of the amazing good things that we do have in our life. Okay? And there's a lot to be thankful for. Even when things seem bleak, I bet you can find something. Right? Ooh, ladybug. It's a time for you to receive. Excuse me. I'm not sure what's going on today. Okay, so the world. Yeah, you're completing a cycle with this. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in your energy, and now the world is showing up. So take the time to... So you're completing a cycle, but the world is also about taking the time to enjoy the rewards and the success of crossing the finish line. All right, so that's kind of what's happening here. You're ending a cycle, and so all of these cool things are coming in for you, and yet you're meant to enjoy them. You're meant to. This is very, very karmic, right? You're meant to enjoy them. You've earned them. You like worked really hard. Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to take them in your energy. So we have the Two of Cups come out in your energy. So maybe one of the blessings coming in for you is a soulmate connection. Right now, this can be romantic. It can be, reconnecting with a family member. It can be anyone of importance in your life. Now, they're already woven into the fabric of your story. Okay? You're meant to meet here. So whoever this is for you, it's part of this blessing incoming. And it came out with the two. Look, we have two twos here. And it came out with the Two of Wands, which is building the world the way you want it to be, how you want it to how you want to see it, feel it, taste it, touch it, experience it, right? You're going to be moving forward in a very, very different way, right? Because we're completing here. There is a blessing coming in here for you, and it's already in your energy. So I don't know if you've already seen it, if you've already made that connection, right? Have you made that connection? Do you know who this is or what this is? It's in your energy. Take it as it resonates. You'll know how it applies to your situation, okay? Wow, that's a blessing right there. That is a blessing right there, right? And underneath that 10, you have that 10. Look, you have 2 10s there too. You guys, what's going on? Yeah, this is generational wealth. This is financial independence. It is financial independence in the material world that ripples through generations, right? It touches everyone around you. It's like, this is so beautiful. This is unshakable. It's an unshakable foundation for you and those around you, your loved ones. Okay, so you've gone straight from that 10, that pain, straight to this generational wealth. Wow, what is going on here? There's a huge blessing coming in for you, and it's meant for you with that Wheel of Fortune in your energy. It is going to set you on a new journey, right? We have the world, the completion of the world right there, completing a karmic cycle. So where's our, and we do, in your energy, you're already building your new world, right? So we need now, we don't need to see the Fool, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Fool came out. Okay. And under the world, right? The Knight of Cups is bringing you a message. Now, it can be love. It can be partnership. It's a card of union. It's a card of proposal or a quest, right? There's a lot of pride with this Knight. And I love in this card how he's writing directly at you. Okay, so this is coming. Something's coming. This blessing is coming. A proposal of love, whatever. You have that energy already showing up for you. be open to receive, be willing to receive all the good things in your life because it's coming. And remember, Ladybug says it's going to come in a lot of really, really different ways. In your energy, we have the Four of Swords. This is rest and recovery, okay? It's kind of a, I think it's a little bit of a cosmic timeout, right? Taking the time to really take care of yourself right now. And it's in your energy. So there's an understanding that comes with this card that you are going through something really karmic here. And yes, there is a partnership coming in, a soulmate coming in. So maybe in your dream state, while you're resting and recovering, you're building your world, right? Take care of yourself during this energy. You're completing a cycle. With this Ten of Swords over here, you're probably pretty exhausted right now, right? But part of the nature of this reading is to remember to keep doing the work because you're not quite to the finish line yet. You've got to be kidding me. You have another 10. So you have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups. This is your emotional wish fulfillment. This is so much love and joy that it ripples, same as the Pentacles. It ripples out of you. It touches everyone around you. It changes the mood when you walk in the room, right? It shines a light in the dark places. It affects your friends, your family, your animals. It's a tidal wave of happiness and joy. Please, please be open to whatever this is. Remember, it may come in a very unconventional way, okay? This is karmic. This is happening. If be thankful and live as if it's already here, okay? It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Wow. So fun. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you might be surprised at how this comes in. You might be really, really surprised, but look, you have the 9 of Pentacles coming out too. So it is for you. You have the 8, 9, and the 10 here. This is for you. This is the culmination of your hard work right here. You've been really working hard on something, right? And keep in mind, it is leading to that 10. This is so wild. I don't know if you can tell, but my light is flickering. This is amazing. I don't know who you are or what you're doing. Just if you get into that mindset of thinking about what's missing, remind yourself of what you have and be thankful, because that is going to sort of boost this coming in. Okay. Yeah, you have the High Priestess showing up as well. So yeah, you've been kind of working in the shadows a bit, right? You're not afraid to do some shadow work. You're not afraid to work with the mystical, magical. There's a huge understanding when the High Priestess shows up. So you do understand, even if it's subconsciously, right? Because the High Priestess talks about working in the subconscious. Even if it's subconsciously, okay, you do understand. So you might have a thought about something that's missing in your life, but I bet you with that High Priestess showing up that you catch yourself. I bet you catch yourself in that moment. Okay. All right. This is such a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. Oh my God, and you have the star coming out. So this is something that you've wished for and dreamed for. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. This is such a beautiful message. Like and subscribe, share with your besties, and I will see you next time.